Morning, friends. Pastor Al. It's Monday, June 23rd. Last week at our conference, one of the speakers made this comment. He said, God's concern is that people don't love me anymore. Think about that. I said, well, wait a minute. I love God. I love Jesus. And, but one of the things, to remember is that Jesus is looking for people who are passionately in love with him. And how do we live that out? If you're married, if you have someone that you're in love with, how do you keep that love alive and that fire burning? Well, you spend time together, you do things together, and just those type of things are important. Sometimes, as a couple, it's like, you need a date night. You need to do something extra special once in a while to kind of help keep that fire going and say, I'm in love with you. But one of the things that the speaker quoted from somebody, and I didn't catch his name, but he said the greatest temptation is wanting to do things for God rather than with God. And if you do that with your spouse, it's good to do things for one another, but it's even better to do things with that one you love, with your spouse, with your friend. And, it's true about our God, I think. If we do things for Him, we're serving Him, we're doing those works, but if we do it with God, and figure out how to do that and what that means, I guess, but just think about that. And when I do it and the way I'm living out my faith life, am I doing it with God? And when we do that with Him, that's that growing in love thing, becoming more passionate about serving Him, about just being in His presence. Sometimes we get so busy, we forget to stop and just allow the presence of God to flood over us. Maybe today you could take time to do that. Have a blessed day, my friends.